Welcome back to Grapple FK, everyone. Today we are covering Mike Perry, the Nigerian Nightmare, the real Nigerian Nightmare, against Daniel Rodriguez, D-Rod. Now, remind me again, did someone pull out of this, or was this already set? I can't remember now. But anyway, Mike Perry, I mean, we all know Mike Perry, character, a lot of power in his right hand. Has had his girlfriend in his corner for the last few fights. I think he's joined a new team as of a few months ago. I can't remember which one. But yeah, I mean, Mike Perry's a guy who's fought some of the best fighters in at 170. He's beaten some decent guys, but he's come up short against the best, against the elite. And he's just not focused overall. He's had problems with the law. He's had problems with drugs, and he's definitely got a few screws loose. D-Rod, quite consistent. He came through the Contender Series, right?
He did. Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like a good boxer. Seems like he's got some good fundamentals. Has a 3-inch reach advantage, 3-inch height advantage. I'm not sure how much to read into that because we know these stats are wrong. But I mean, how do you see this fight, Andrew? How do you see it playing out?
Well, D-Rod is long. He's big. This is welterweight, right? So at 6'1", and with that kind of reach, he's big, and he's a chunky 6'1"? Dude. Yeah, he's a chunky dude as well.
Okay.
So yeah, D-Rod's a really good boxer.
Yeah.
He just does a lot of things right, and he lands a lot. He lands a lot. You know, he feints the jab out there. Really good stiff jab. A really nice 1-2. And he lands that a lot. I think a lot of that is a function of his range, I think. He's one of these fighters that, yeah, you look at him, he's got, decent fundamentals, but you never quite know what exactly he's doing that is allowing him to land so much. But I like him a lot. He's good on the back foot. He counters nicely. He also pushes the pace nicely. So he's just a very solid boxer.
Yeah.
Doesn't throw any kicks. So there's a danger of him being slightly one-dimensional. We haven't seen him on the ground. At least he's been knocked down, but he hasn't been taken down. And we haven't seen any jiu-jitsu from him. He just hasn't been put in that situation. Against Mike Perry, I mean, we tend to think of Mike Perry as a striker. You said he's got a lot of power. The issue with Mike Perry is, yes, he is very strong. He's very powerful. But he hasn't finished anyone in the UFC using his fists. And I think we mentioned this last time.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's very odd.
Because we talked about this yesterday, right? And I checked it today.
No, yes, he KO'd someone in his first fight via a punch.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah. And then there's been various knees and elbows and so on that he's finished people with.
Yeah, but if
he does hit quite hard though. He's knocked people down in fights. He knocked Jeff Neal down. He hits hard.
Yeah, but considering we know he hits hard, he's a big, strong guy. He's not laying people out with that right hand.
No, because the delivery system's not there. That's the problem.
Yeah, so he tries too hard. Like he's throwing everything into every single punch, and when you do that, you see.
Yeah, he telegraphs.
Yeah.
The reason why he telegraphs is because he's not got the best footwork. He's very planted, so he's planted looking for that massive right hand, and as a result of that, he telegraphs everything. And also, he probably isn't training as hard as he should be.
Yeah. There's a lack of sophistication with the striking. He does some things well. He enters range. He does the Mike Tyson thing, go into range. One thing I don't like is he throws single shots. Very rarely does he throw a combination. And if you're taking the effort to come into range to land a jab or a right cross, why don't you just throw something on the end of it? It just doesn't make sense. So his boxing is okay. His boxing works when he comes forwards and he's aggressive. On the back foot, again, it's okay. I don't know what to say. So how do we think these guys match up on the feet? I think D-Rod maybe have some issues with the aggression of Mike Perry if he turns up the aggression,
Yeah.
but will mostly dominate him, and he may dominate him in pretty serious fashion. The differentiator here is the ground game. Because as you said, Mike Perry, he hasn't been doing too well recently. He lost against Tim Means. He lost against, actually no, he beat Mickey Gall. In both of those fights, as I saw it, his striking is looking not great. I mean, Tim Means was just, landing shots at will on him. And Tim Means is not the greatest striker in the world. But as Mike Perry's striking has declined, his grappling has improved. He fucked up Mickey Gall on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, Mickey Gall's not the best fighter in the world, but
he's a black belt under one of the Gracies.
Yeah, but he's. I do agree with you. Mike Perry's very strong naturally everywhere. I think his physical strength plays a factor in his ground game and his grappling because doesn't have the best technique when it comes to wrestling as well. I think it's a lot of it is just pure strength with him.
I think that's definitely part of it. I don't think that's all of it.
Yeah. I've seen videos of him like train with Yo Romero, and I've seen videos of him train with various people. I also saw a recent video where someone was talking about him having a very bad weight cut for this fight, which is quite concerning.
Okay.
Just thought I should throw that in there for the viewers. But
well, that's never good.
I know what you mean. Yeah, that's not good at all. No. I know what you mean. I mean, D-Rod, he's got submission on his record, but I haven't really seen him take anyone down. I think he's taken one person down, Gabe Green. Well, he took someone down 4 times in his first fight in the Contender Series, but I haven't seen that fight. Have you seen this fight against Rico Farrington?
I watched part of it. I didn't really need to see all of it.
That guy just shit. Is that why he was taking him down?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I probably should have watched that fight just to see the ground game, see what happened.
And and then he subbed Tim Means in 2020.
Yeah, I think that was what submission was that? I think that was like a standing guillotine choke or something.
Okay, it says guillotine choke.
After he'd already beaten him on the feet.
Yeah, he seems to throw a lot of volume. He's got very good stamina. He gets hit a lot as well. So 6.112 absorbed per minute. So that's quite worrying.
Yeah, it is. It is. It doesn't. When you look at his fights, it doesn't look like he's getting punched a lot.
It may go back to that point that you make about UFC judging and how they kind of formulate these figures. What is an actual punch? Is it clean? Does it mean you hit the gloves? Fuck knows.
Could be, yeah. Just a point of interest against Dwight Grant. I don't know if you saw this fight, but Dwight Grant, not a big name. I don't know much about him, but he, in the first few seconds of the fight, first 20 seconds or something, Dwight Grant landed a left hook, wobbled him.
Oh, I saw that, yeah. And then he came back to fuck him up.
Yeah. But Rodriguez was rocked. He was done. Most referees would have called it off. But then magically he gets up. As soon as he gets up, he lands a massive right hand on Dwight Grant, and then he wins the fight. Which is interesting. So Daniel Rodriguez, as much as we say he's a good boxer, he's not infallible. He got fucked up by Dwight Grant there.
No, I mean he does get hit. Yeah.
Yeah, but to his credit, he survived and comes back. He's a tough dude. Obviously, remained very calm under that pressure. But overall, I think Daniel Rodriguez is a step above Mike Perry in the striking department.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The caveat to that is easy to look shit hot against mediocre competition.
And Mike Perry is, let's be honest, fought really good people. I mean, he's had It's because of his profile, right? The kind of guy he is. He's fought so many good people. It's ridiculous. Like Ponzabinho when he was good, Vicente Luque, Jeff Neal, Donald Cerrone. I mean, this is ridiculous. Jake Ellenberger. Um, Paul Felder. He's fought a lot of good people.
Yeah, and he lost a split decision to Luque, but he landed the same amount. That could have gone Perry's way. And Luque is a great striker. So, the people he's lost to, he's only lost to really good people like, Luque, Neal, Cowboy. Back when Cowboy, I guess, was still kind of Cowboy.
Yeah.
But for me, the differentiator is the ground game. Mike Perry, maybe a year or two ago, Mike Perry beat Ally Quinter in a grappling match, which I actually saw that match, and I think Ally Quinter won, but it was some weird rule set, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, the point is Mike Perry held his own against Ally Quinter, who's got a strong wrestling base. So that tells us where we're at with Mike Perry. And a lot of that could just be pure physical strength, but still.
He's a lot bigger than him.
That's true.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger than Al.
But still, there's a benchmark there for Mike Perry on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just, the thing with Mike Perry that just always worries me is just what's going on with this guy's camp. I should really follow him. I do follow him on Instagram. Who's going to be in his corner? Who's he training with? What's he doing? Where's his mind at? Where's his head at? That I just see serious wasted talent with this guy. He's still relatively young as well. Sad to see, because if he loses this and he loses another one, he could be cut.
Maybe, yeah.
UFC's been quite ruthless.
Yeah, I've been looking. I've actually during this podcast, I've actually Googled Mike Perry training camp, and I can't find anything.
I don't know. Let me have a quick look at Instagram. Give me a second. See if I can find anything of him training with people. But I mean, maybe try Mike Perry corner for this fight. Is it just going to be his girlfriend again? Do we know?
Yeah, I'll have a look. Oh, so apparently it's at MMA Masters. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, I think that's the team that he's joined.
MMA Masters. Let's have a look. Based in Florida. He's now teammates with Colby Covington. Here we go.
Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Loads of pictures of him training with different people.
So training with Colby Covington, that can only be a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. For him, amazing thing. Looks like he's getting a lot of jiu-jitsu working as well.
I mean, so that thing was on Reddit, I just said, about him training with Colby Covington. I'm not seeing that anywhere else. MMA Masters.
No, I think that's where Colby trains.
Is that his new gym?
I think it is, yeah. Because he got chucked out of American Top Team, or he left for whatever reason.
Yeah, he didn't want to pay them his the corner fees.
Something like that. Masvidal claims it was because of him, but yeah, I don't know. It looks like he's been working, but I don't know. Instagram can fool people.
So it looks like he's got at least some half decent training going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is reassuring. So for me, I think this is a really close fight.
Again, another close one.
On the feet, I think Mike Perry loses. On the ground, I think Mike Perry wins. Although I don't know that much about D-Rod's ground game. I should really watch that fight against in the Contender Series. Yeah,
and against Tim Means, the guillotine choke. Well, you said that was a standing one.
Yeah, we didn't see much from D-Rod in terms of the ground game in that fight. I know it's bad form to watch watch a fight during this podcast, but I'm just going to very quickly do it.
Yeah, I mean, we're busy guys. This isn't, I wish this was our day job, but it isn't. So let's quickly Google this now.
Rico Farrington.
So what is he? He's from a Muay Thai background, apparently.
So it's not on YouTube.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about him being a wrestler or anything about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on his Wikipedia page. And we all know that Wikipedia is completely right. So, yeah.
No, the thing is, he's Mexican-American, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming he's Mexican-American, yeah.
Mexicans
Rodriguez is a Spanish name. He could be from another.
Mexicans don't wrestle.
Yeah, Mexican doesn't. Yeah, Mexico, they box.
Yeah, they box and that's it. They don't do anything else.
Yeah, they're some of the best boxers in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, man, I'm watching his highlights on YouTube, man. He's knocking people out left, right, and center.
Yeah, I mean, Mexicans are... How many champions have they got in boxing at the moment? I think they've got 8 or 9. And then even like some of the American champions are like Mexican Americans anyway. So they're very good at boxing.
That's true, yeah.
Ridiculously good. Really, really good.
I mean, Gaethje's Mexican, apparently.
Gaethje's half Mexican. Tony Ferguson's Mexican. Javier Mendez, Khabib's coach, is Mexican.
Diaz brothers.
Diaz brothers, they're half Mexican, half Scottish, I think.
Yeah, I think their mum's English.
Oh, mum's English, yeah. There's loads. In boxing, it's more. I think it's more profound in boxing. Obviously, you've got Canelo. You've had all the old school fighters. You've got that fat heavyweight. I've forgotten his name now. He's Mexican American. The one that Andy Ruiz. Yeah. There's loads.
Yeah, so I don't think D-Rod's got a ground game.
Yeah. Reyes is Mexican as well. Dominic Reyes, Mexican American.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he actually Mexican?
Yeah, Mexican American. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is with Mexican.
So is Cejudo.
There are Mexican Americans. There are Mexican Americans who are absorbed into the US like 150 years ago, 200 years ago.
Yeah, I think he may be one of those ones because he doesn't come out with a Mexican flag or anything. Can't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he is of Mexican descent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's still Spanish descendants, like the original Spanish descendants from like the 17th century in Arizona, New Mexico.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Some of them still speak Spanish, but the old Spanish,
from
like 400 years ago. I found that quite interesting.
Oh, Cruz is Mexican as well, isn't he? Dominic Cruz, Mexican American.
Wasn't that who we were just talking about? Who did you say?
I was talking about Dominic Reyes, like heavyweight.
Yeah, sorry. So you said Reyes, and immediately I thought of Cruz.
Yeah, Cruz is definitely like he can't speak Spanish or anything.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Reyes can't speak Spanish as well.
I've never heard him speak Spanish.
Yeah. Anyway, we're very off topic there, but yeah, Rodriguez probably Mexican American, which means he can box. But yeah, I agree with you on the feet. Daniel Rodriguez. When it comes to overall MMA, Mike Perry, he could just end up throwing him around for a bit. But it really depends on what he does with that control time. Will he get ground and pound in? Is he going to go for submissions? Normally doesn't.
I think he was threatening Mickey Gore with a crucifix. He took Tim Means' back. Got the leg triangle in. What was it called? The leg triangle? The body. I can't remember what it's called. You just lock your legs off. He took his back, threatening the rear naked choke.
Yeah.
He's got a good ground game, man. He really does.
And he's ridiculously strong, which helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you think this goes?
I have no idea. I think if Mike Perry well, it looks like he's training at a legit gym. If he's got like a proper corner in his side, and if they give him the right instructions, he could pull this off. But I just don't know with Mike Perry. So I'm probably staying away from this fight in terms of betting. I think if he doesn't and he's going in with his girlfriend, I think Daniel's going to piece him up on the feet.
I agree. Daniel will piece him up on the feet. I think this is really close, and it all depends on the odds. Who do you think is the favorite?
I have to say Daniel. He must be.
I'm surprised though. What odds are you giving to D-Rod?
I don't know, minus 180 maybe. Minus 150, minus somewhere around there.
Minus 163.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And Mike Perry?
Would it be like plus 100 or something?
Plus 150.
Plus 150, okay.
I think there's value there.
There is value there, yeah, because if Mike Perry like incorporates an MMA game plan, we've lost you on the screen by the way, Andrew. If Mike Perry incorporates an actual MMA game plan, I think he could give Rodriguez a hard time.
Yes, and I think the odds makers are not considering Perry's ground game.
Yeah,
they're overlooking that.
Yeah, they're not.
So to me, this fight is even money. So
yeah,
if Perry's an underdog, then I'm betting on Perry all day. In fact, I have done already. So.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
What have you put him in the risky parlay?
No, an individual bet.
Individual bet, yeah.
Just let me check what odds I got.
The thing with Perry is he's just such a confusing. I hope he doesn't lose this and the UFC cuts him or whatever, because although he is a bit of an idiot, I do enjoy watching him fight.
Yeah, so I've got to make a correction. I bet on Perry at plus 150. The odds have now shortened to plus 120.
Okay.
So the odds makers have seen me make that bet and decided the smart.
So you're a sick man. The odds makers are moving because of you.
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah.
How much did you put down? 20 grand.
Yeah.
just sold a flat and put all the money on.
So I roll it. Professional gambler.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about this fight really. I just don't want to see Mike Perry get cut because he's entertaining, in my opinion.
I don't think it will get cut.
Yeah.
I don't think it will.
And we always want to see an African brother do well.
We do. Black Lives Matter.
Exactly. Yeah. We want to see Perry do well.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. But yeah, I think if he has a legit corner and he goes out there with a specific game plan, I think he could give D-Rod problems. If he doesn't and he elects to stand or he can't get D-Rod down, then I think he's fucked.
Okay. Should we do official predictions?
Yeah, I really didn't want to give a prediction for this, but you've brought it up now. I'm gonna go with the Nigerian Nightmare. Decision win.
Decision win.
Yeah.
I'm also going to go with the Nigerian Nightmare submission round 2.
Well, I think that should be the title of this video then. The Nigerian Nightmare wins.
I think so.
Yeah.
So just to recap, would you bet on this?
I might put an individual bet down, yeah.
At plus 120.
Yeah.
There's some value there. You're getting 120% of your money back.
Yeah, you got an early. Yeah, thanks for the heads up, bro. Cheers.
Yeah, no worries. Actually, I did fucking tell you because I thought this was on
Did
last
you?
week that I screenshotted you all my bets. So I did
Oh,
tell
as you
you.
know, my back went, and I've been out of action for a week now. So
Oh right, yeah, yeah. You had a very difficult time. Um,
yeah, really difficult.
yeah, yeah. You had
And
my
everyone
sympathies.
watching at home, excuse me for drinking wine, but I just had steak, so it's only right to have a bottle of wine after.
You sick man. You
Yeah.
sick man.
Yeah, that's it. I've got Nigerian Nightmare winning this.
So, so just to recap the bets, I think I'm predicting sorry, Mike Perry will win via submission in round two, Waleed.
I think Mike Perry will win via unanimous decision.
And in terms of bets, we're both looking at an individual bet for Mike Perry at plus 120. There's some value there.
There's some value. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is a 50-50 fight. Maybe the slightest of edges to Mike Perry.
Yeah.
But
And
basically,
I mean, the rumors of a bad weight cut, and obviously the shit that goes on with his corner is always worrying with Mike Perry. But I don't know. I think he's got the experience and the overall depth in his game to win this if he goes in with a decent game plan.
yeah.
That's the caveat. But yeah, I'm going Nigerian Nightmare.
Cool.
All right. Well, there you go.
This is the bit where you wrap up the show, Waleed.
Oh, oh yeah. Sorry, I think I've had too much wine. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Those are those are our thoughts. We will be. What day is it today, Andrew? It's Thursday, right?
Thursday, yeah. Friday
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Friday tomorrow. Are there any other fights that you've researched?
So in terms of the bets that I've got on, I'm backing. I've got a parlay with Ryan Bader, who's not in the UFC, but he's in Bellator, which is on the same night. Ryan Bader to beat Lyoto Machida, Mateusz Gamrot to beat Scott Holtzman, and Impa Kasanganay to beat Sasha Palatnikov. Those three guys in I guess, a risky come. But yeah, I'm fairly confident in that, particularly Impa Kasanganay to beat Palatnikov. Palatnikov sucks. Mateusz Gamrot is just technically superior to Scott Holtzman, and Ryan Bader is the younger, probably. Lyoto Machida is just old.
Yeah, Ryan Bader's the guy that got fucked up by the Russian, right? And the Russian won the belt.
Yeah, it is last fight, or pretty recently. Yeah.
What are you thinking about Azor against Jack Shaw? Because I think Shaw can win that.
I looked into that, thinking, Shaw's the man. I can't remember why, but I was left unconvinced.
Okay.
And I just avoided it.
Fair enough. Anything on Sam Alvey v Julian Marquez?
Originally, I was thinking just to bet against Sam Alvey. Sam Alvey is always a good one to bet against because he's just not very good. But Julian Marquez, I don't think is experienced enough to be backable.
What about the two tubby guys, Jorgen de Castro v Jahiz Danyo?
I haven't looked into this.
I don't know anything about that guy, Jargis.
Let me tapology these guys quickly. How are you spelling Jargis?
Jargis Danyo, I've got it up now. He's 5-1-1.
The chunky boy.
He's a big boy, 6'3". He's 37. That's quite old. Maybe not for heavyweight, actually. He's coming off a draw in the UFC. He lost the fight before that.
That was 5 years ago.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's not good. That is not good.
So he was cut.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe he was injured. But then Castro's coming off a 2-fight loss streak. But yeah, 5 years ago, that's a long time ago, dude.
Yeah.
Cancelled bout, cancelled bout, cancelled bout. Yeah.
So you look at these guys, they got pretty shit records. They're heavyweights. Immediately,
Yeah.
I think just avoid. We this is the kind of fight.
I mean, we don't really bet on heavyweights that much anyway. What flag is that? That's the Assyrian flag, I think. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
How's there a flag for Assyria is not a country?
No, it's an ethnicity. So Assyrians are also called Chaldeans. So they're basically Middle Eastern Christians that live in Syria, Iraq.
How's he got a flag on topology?
They're a very ancient race, so they've got their own flag. So he's put that flag up instead of the Syrian flag.
Oh, do you reckon they do their own profiles on this?
I'm not sure, but I think Benul Dariush has come out with that flag as well. I'm pretty sure that's the Assyrian flag. I may be wrong. But yeah, fuck that fight.
Also,
there's not much else to this.
Yeah, I've got Sadiq Youssef to beat Arnold Allen with an Arnold Allen submission hedge.
Okay. All right.
And that's it.
When we doing that the other way around, Arnold Allen to win.
Oh man, did we?
I think so. I think we said Arnold Allen 55-45.
Well, I did this before our video. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but it's such a close fight. Sadiq Youssef could win that. Fuck knows, he might KO him. You never know. He's got a lot of power.
Yeah, I need to cancel this and do whatever it is we agreed. So what did we agree again?
We agreed that Arnold Allen will probably win, and we'll hedge it with Sadiq Youssef win or KO or something like that.
I don't think. Yeah, Arnold Allen win, but no hedge.
No hedge was probably it. Yeah.
Okay. This sucks because I'm going to lose money on the hedge. I'm going to lose like £2.50.
Well, you never know because with these kind of close fights, fuck knows what will happen.
Okay, I'm cancelling this now and then redoing it.
Wait, so you can cancel it on the website you use? What website do you use? Paddy Power. Okay. I need to open a profile with Paddy Power as well.
You can do that on William Hill as well.
Oh, they've changed Nina Ansarov's name to Nina Nunes now. Oh, okay.
Just for everyone at home, that is Amanda Nunes' hoe.
Yeah, it's Amanda Nunes' hoe.
To put it delicately.
Amanda Nunes' wife, Andrew was meant to say.
Wife, that's what I meant. Life partner.
Life partner. Yeah. No, her name was Nina Ansarov on the website. It's interesting that they'll update stuff like that, but they can't get heights right.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a good point.
Yeah. Okay, well, there you go. Thanks for watching, everyone. To wrap it up for this specific fight, I think Platinum Perry can get this done. However, I think it'll be very close. And I'm going to put individual bet on him. And Andrew? Via unanimous decision. Andrew?
Yeah, very close fight. D-Rod wins on the feet. Mike Perry wins on the ground. Basically a 50-50 fight, but given that Mike Perry is the underdog at plus 120, and maybe you'll get slightly better odds on different websites, the value is on Mike Perry. I'm betting on Mike Perry for an individual bet. Submission, predicting a submission win in round 2.
Round 2. Rear naked choke?
Oh, fam, it could be a twister. It could be...
Can't be a twister, mate. He's not fucking Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah, I know.
Our second favourite hillbilly.
I'm trying to think of like a really complicated submission, but I don't know enough about jiu-jitsu, so...
Yeah. Twister is very complicated.
Well,
Twister, what? Peruvian necktie. That's quite complicated.
Well, I did a Peruvian necktie on you in your flat. It's not that complicated. It's basically...
You fucking Peruvian necktie me? That's very rude. In my own
Yeah.
flat.
I did, yeah. It's basically just a guillotine when they're in your guard, and you just lift up your legs, and that's it, Peruvian necktie.
So it just sounds complicated then.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Von Flue choke's quite difficult to do.
I don't know what a von Flue choke is.
It's the one where you put like your. It's the one that OSP does quite a lot. He's like done it 2 or 3 times. You put a lot of shoulder pressure onto your opponent. I think Islam Makhachev done a form of it as well to Drew Dober.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm sure I've definitely seen it. I just can't remember what it is.
But yeah, we should probably wrap it up. Thanks for watching, everyone. Watch the fights, and then we'll be coming out with more videos for the next cards. Some serious fights coming up. Obviously, Masvidal Usman, and yeah, who else is fighting soon? Masvidal Usman and someone else. I can't remember now. There's another massive fight coming up. I can't remember, but yeah, stay tuned, and we'll be coming out with more videos.
Chandler versus Oliveira?
Oh, Chandler versus Oliveira.
Chucky Olives, yeah.
Yeah. Crowds are coming back soon because it's Florida and no one gives a fuck. So stay tuned, and we'll be posting more videos. Please like, please subscribe, leave any comments. Shout out to all the subscribers, and fuck you to all the haters. Take care. Bye.